5 ways to handle social events during the holidays with ease while on your weight release journey. And I know that this could be different from for those who are weight releasing during this time. But I want to also say that these tips are also for those who may not be on a weight release journey at this time. These are just helpful tips. So I want to go ahead and preface that because it's going to be very useful for everyone. So let's get right into it. Raise your hand if you've ever gone to a holiday party or family gathering and you spent the whole time, and maybe not the whole time, but some of the time thinking about what you're going to eat, what you should and shouldn't eat, or maybe you thought about skipping the event altogether. Raise your hand, and I know that these are virtual hands. I may not see you now, but I'll be able to see your hand later. Or maybe you had a thought like, if I eat at this party, it's going to ruin my whole diet, or it's going to ruin all the progress that I've made up until this point. Or you may have thought, how can I enjoy myself if I go to this event and I can't eat what I want? Because some folks feel like, there's this restriction there. Well, here's the truth. One social event doesn't ruin your results. It doesn't ruin your progress. Yet, the worry about it, stressing out about it, and the all or nothing approach is what actually causes the most harm. And that's exactly why having these few simple strategies that I'm going to share with you is going to help you enjoy your social events, family gatherings with more ease. Let's think about it like this. Think of your body as having this internal thermostat for hunger, for fullness, for feeling relaxed. And if you walk into a party starving, then the thermostat is actually off, right? Everything feels urgent and the food becomes your main focus. Soon as you walk in, it's like, okay, so when are we going to eat? So it's different if you walk into the social gathering and you're lightly nourished and you're centered or you're grounded. The thermostat is actually on. You stay relaxed, you stay intentional, you stay more in control. This is why you don't go to an event hungry. I repeat, this is why you don't go to an event hungry. You set the thermostat to lightly nourished, so to speak, so when you get there, you make better choices, you show up with more confidence. So I want to give you 5 ways to handle social events with ease. Number 1, we just talked about it. You want to go to the event lightly nourished. Okay? Arriving regulated instead of ravenous helps you enjoy both the people and the event. Number 2, you want to set a simple intention before you walk in the door. So you may say to yourself, I'm choosing presence, positive interactions instead of cravings. So you may say that to yourself, or you may think that to yourself. Number 3, start with one mindful moment. So many people who are mindfully eating, they take a deep breath before they eat. Okay, that helps you center yourself. That helps you bring to mind to mindfully eat. This is something very simple that you can do to remind yourself to really slow down and eat. Number 4, you want to make connection your main course. So food is just one part of the celebration. It's not everything. It's just one part of it. So when you focus on connection first, eating becomes easy and it becomes natural. Number 5, you want to build the plate based on what you truly want. Not what you don't think you should have, but what you truly want. And so, what do I mean by that? If you want that piece of cake, eat it, okay? If you want that dessert, it may not be cake, eat it. If you want to drink that beverage, that soda, drink it. When you choose intentionally, you enjoy fully. And I will also add, when you get to the place where you're eating what you desire and you're not restricting yourself, then the thing that you think that you should not be eating, you won't even want it. Because you're not coming from the mindset of restricting and depriving. You're coming from a place of, I can have it. And so most times when you come from that mindset, you don't even want it. Or when you eat it, you may not eat all of it. Or you may eat it to the point to where you will eat it this time and may not want it after that event. But you want to come from a place that you can have it, not that you cannot. And when you do this, you naturally stop and feel satisfied, and it really just calms down the cravings. I want to share a personal story with you here, and can I be me here? Because I think many people can relate, and I do come from a faith-based background, and I want to share this story with you because I believe that it's going to be universal, and it has teaching elements in it that it really doesn't matter what faith background you come from. There is a lesson here that you can take away. So I used to go out to gatherings with close friends or with a close friend. And I noticed something as we were going out. She was always calm and relaxed. She leaned back in her chair. She was smiling. She was conversating with me. She just looked more confident. And I noticed with myself, when we went out to eat, I was always like the first one eating. Like I was showing up hungry. I was showing up like, okay, as soon as the food came, I was digging in. And I came across this scripture, and it says, "So then, my brothers and sisters, when you gather to eat, wait for one another. Anyone who is hungry should eat at home, so that when you meet together, it may not result in judgment." And after I read that scripture, I showed up to our gatherings different. I wasn't like the first one diving in to my plate. I ate before I went to our gatherings, so I showed up calm, relaxed, lightly nourished, and more confident. And so this is what I want to share with you. When you're going out to these gatherings with friends, with family members, eat before you go so that you show up different. You show up more relaxed. You can lean back in your chair. You show up more confident. And so after I read that scripture, I showed up to these outings, to the parties, to the gatherings, to the times with friends, to the times with my friend differently. I showed up relaxed. And I was able to make choices differently too. I wasn't making a choice from a place of, okay, I'm starving and I really want this big meal. I was coming from a place where I was already nourished and satisfied, so I could really choose something, maybe something that I have never eaten before. My choices were also different too. I was also able to invest more time in the interaction than I was before. I wasn't thinking about, okay, when's the food going to get here? I was thinking about the conversations that we were having as well. So, food for thought, pun intended. Before you go to these gatherings, eat before you go. I was looking up famous actors to see what their ritual or their habits were as well. And a lot of you know Gwyneth Paltrow, and I say foodie, she is someone who is very conscious about her health. And she also does something very similar. She is actually known for a person who sets intentions before she goes out to have meals or events. She mentally decides how she wants to feel when she's at these events. Whether she wanted to feel enjoyment, connection, nourishment, however she wanted to feel, she decided that before she went to the event. It also says that she ate before she went to these events. So she nourishes herself beforehand so that when she showed up at the event, she was present, she was enjoying the people she was around, she was able to make healthy choices. So this is just a powerful reminder that ease comes from intention and ease comes from preparation. When you prepare yourself before you go by eating lightly, you're able to be like my friend and like Gwyneth Paltrow. You're able to lean back, and like myself, you're able to lean back and show up with more confidence. You're able to enjoy the interaction. You're able to make healthier choices. So you might be saying, oh, okay, Candace, this sounds all well and good, but I want to enjoy myself when I go to these dinners. I don't want to restrict myself. I don't want to feel restricted. And this is one of the biggest concerns that people have, not just around the holiday season, just period. When people are weight releasing, or just people in general, when they go out to eat, they feel like, well, I want to be able to enjoy myself and I don't want to feel restricted. And most people think that there's only two options. They think that they can either eat everything or they feel like they need to restrict themselves. Well, I'm here to tell you that there's a third option. And this is where the ease comes into play. You get to enjoy yourself fully without restriction. How does that sound? You get to enjoy yourself fully without restriction. And why is that? When you come from a mindset of what you get to eat instead of what you should not eat, you're going to show up different. And by setting an intention to arrive lightly nourished and to mindfully eat, you're going to approach it totally different. You actually enjoy the food more when you come lightly nourished and you think mindfully when you eat, meaning you slow down when you eat. And you're satisfied with less because your body already feels supported, nourished, and satisfied. Interactions with others, totally different. And so you don't have to choose between fun and your goals. Just eat what you want. And when you come from that place, I guarantee you, you're not going to want to eat it, the unhealthy things, as much as you think you're going to want to eat it. And there is greater ease when you come from that mindset. So I want to close with this. And I want to really just empower you so that you feel like you don't have to be perfect in this weight release journey. You don't have to be perfect, period. Okay? You just need to show up with awareness, intention, and just a little bit of strategy. So when you walk into this holiday event, party, family gathering, with your internal thermostat set not lightly nourished, meaning that you've eaten before you've gone, you stay centered, you enjoy your food, you enjoy the people, and you stay aligned with your goals. This is how you handle social events with ease during the holidays and throughout the year. This is how you support your weight release journey without restriction. And this is how you walk into holiday parties feeling confident no matter what's on the table.